think it's gonna end up being about a 15-hour trip to Virginia. We're going to pick up my dream car. We're here. We don't know if he wants to be on video yet, so I gotta go talk to him. But we're here.
The third gen is in that trailer.
This thing's so awesome. .306, 466, 719, 194 miles. I'm the richest guy here. I have the best friends, the best customers. In my eyes, I got the coolest freaking car, and I have the most fun doing whatever we're doing. I have surrounded myself with those type of people, and that's what matters to me. You know, people with the mindset, the goals, the motivation, all that is huge.
Too hard.
I don't know what I did so wrong. Something's definitely wrong. All right, tonight's tonight. Getting the motor, the trans, and the rear end all yanked out of Uncle Sam. That way I can throw it on the chassis table we got out here, right there. We had it made for Pizza King's other car that we're doing. It's a tube chassis car. So luckily it actually fits the width of my frame rails. So I'm going to get all this stuff yanked out of my car, get it set on the chassis jig so that way I can start cutting bars and getting the bars repaired that I need to get repaired so that way we can get this thing back together. There's been like just countless people help me. Tin Soldiers, obviously, Jason and Brad. They're helping me out with some lower control arms, and then they hooked me up with their buddy Hammer. He's getting me some nice strut cups. Pizza King gave me his rack, his front struts. My buddy Todd Johnson's giving me another wheel that matches the wheel that I ruined. Jack Stan Jimmy, James Tall, he donated a little bit of change to me for me to send him my old bin up wheels so that way I can afford getting some other stuff for the car. My buddy Roger, he gave me $100 for my bin up tube, so that way that helps out with some other things. A guy named Rod Keese that I've never actually met. He's just a fan of our YouTube channel. He's giving me a whole front end. Oh man, there's so many people. Matt Frost from Rocky Mountain Race Week, he said that he's got a set of TBMs that he took off his car that may fit mine, so he's gonna send them to me. He says he thinks he has all the parts to complete the brake kit, so he's gonna see if I can use those. Doug Cook from Motion Raceworks, he sent me a brand new pulley setup since mine got destroyed, and some flanges and some other things for me. All I did was message him and say, hey, can I buy these? And he said, no, you can't buy them, but they're already on the way. Don't worry about it. You got this. Get it back together. So it's been a lot of support from a lot of people. I sent my videos to a few people, and they let me know everything that I was doing wrong. So the big tire stuff is still new to us. And sometimes things happen. So nothing's going to stop me from doing what I love doing. So I'm going to get this thing back together so we can go racing again. Put that on there. Easy as pie, come on. Group. Here she is, rear end's next. All right, I'm not sure if OSHA would approve of this setup I got going on here, but I'm getting ready to lower it down so that way I can take some pressure off the rear end. Take a couple more bolts out and then it's gonna drop. And my plan is to grab the 4-link bars and just walk it out of here. So that's my plan. Just trying not to squash myself in the process. All right, hopefully this is gonna go how I planned it to go. I'm not sure if it will or not, but we're getting ready to see. Yeah, we just kind of need something. Keep it from rolling. Here we go. Voila. So now we have skeleton of a car, and the rear end is all in one piece. So that way I ain't gotta take off 1,500 different nuts and bolts and keep track of them and all that BS. So that way I can just take this whole thing and roll that whole deal right there, right outside, out of the way, put a tarp over it. And now I can take this thing and set it on this chassis jig that we got out here and make sure that it is straight and not all bented up. So yeah. Getting the rear end out by yourself isn't that easy, but it's not the first time I've done it. I'm sure it's not the last time I'll do it. So I think that's it for tonight. I'll probably set this thing down on the chassis table, but at least it's gutted now. It's stripped, it's ready to be checked out, and that's that. Woo!